Welcome! Today we'll explore how democracy empowers people in Colombia. Democracy is a system of government in which the supreme power resides in the people. It means that decisions affecting everyone are made with everyone's participation and that rights and freedoms are protected by law. Now, let's take a closer look at the key features that make democracy work.
In the characteristics, we start with citizen participation. This is the foundation of all democracy, the right and the responsibility to involve in public life, both in proposing ideas, attending community meetings, and demanding accountability are ways of exercising this power. For example, when a community organizes to improve its neighborhood, it is an exercising active democracy.
Now, let us move on to the rule of law. In a democracy, the laws apply equality to everyone, regardless of office or social standing. No one is above the law, and that warrants use and equity. For example, when a public official is investigated from corruption, it shows that they lack projects everyone equality.
Characteristic number 3. Freedom of expression. It is background, social media, networks, and debates. Okay, this feature allows us to say what we think without fear, debate ideas, and propose change. It is essential, did you hear me? Essential for ideas to circulate and society to evolve. For example, independent media and social networks allow different voices to be heard around the world by everyone.
Now let's talk about political problems and democracy. Different parties, ideologies, and movements coexist. This ensures that there are options and that no single voice is in the only one authorized. For example, in Colombia there are left-wing, center, and right-wing parties, as well as social movements that represent a specific cause.
Let's talk about the human rights protection. Democracy defends the dignity, freedom, and inequality of all people. For example, when laws are passed to prevent discrimination, democracy is protecting fundamental rights.
Another key characteristic is tolerance and cooperation. Respecting difference and working together to solve problems is essential to maintaining social peace. For example, when leaders from different sectors come together to address a crisis, they are demonstrating the value of democratic cooperation.
Finally, let us talk about civilization education. Country or right are responsibilities allow us to participate in an informed and responsible manner. For example, school programs that teach about the Constitution and civic participation strengthen democracy from childhood.
Now, let's see a concrete example of political pluralism in Colombia. Okay? Like Congress, indigenous and Afro-Colombian communities. Since the 1909 Constitution, there have been special constitutions for Afro-descendant and indigenous communities. Currently, there are 2 Afro-seats in the House of Representatives and 1 indigenous seat, in addition to 2 indigenous seats in the Senate. This allows leaders of these communities to carry your purpose and needs directly to the Congress.
For example, in the 2022 to 2026 legislative period, the Chamber has Afro representatives such as Victor Hugo Moreno and indigenous representatives with Aida Quilque. These leaders have promoted projects on intercultural education, protection of ancestral territories, and strengthening of peer consultation, ensuring that the voices of their peoples are present in national decisions.
As we have seen, democracy is not perfect, but it is the best path to want to rise and to build fair country. Each characterizes strengthens the social fabric and allows to move forward as a nation.